One of the most interesting pieces to me about neuroscience and the research that's coming out about the brain now is that humans are hardwired for assessment. Assessment can be actually conducive to learning, and oftentimes we don't think about that. We think about it as a negative thing, or somehow that it's not actually helpful to students. What we know about the brain, though, is that humans are hardwired to be assessed, and that is incredibly impactful when we think about how important formative assessment is in classrooms, that we have a moment in time with a student that the brain is ready for feedback. What research does show us is that we have a pretty finite window of time, and very small for young students and a little bit longer for older students. But really, if we're not giving immediate feedback and we don't have a way to bring feedback back to a student, that assessment is not going to be a great mechanism for learning. It may be a way that educators can analyze data and adapt instructional practices, and that is a wonderful thing. But we know that we might miss that window when the brain is hungry for feedback and when the brain would learn from that feedback from an assessment.
Illuminate DNA has had an impact on teaching and learning in our district in a variety of ways. One way is that the teachers use the live proctoring feature with our online testing. That gives the teachers instant feedback on how students are performing, and they can even stop an assessment and say, hey, well, let's look at question 5, what's going on here, and intervene right in the moment, which is the most meaningful for students.
What people really like about that is they don't have to grade the assessments. The Illuminate system does most of the grading for them. And then, of course, all of the data is right there immediately in real time for them to look at how students did.